Hi, I'm Steve Lang. I'm President and CEO of Homesteaders Life Company. There are two ways that Homesteaders Life Company generates revenue and ultimately earnings. One is through the collection of premiums that we receive from our policy owners. Those are used to set up reserves that are ultimately used to pay claims. And that's a very important source of revenue for us. Hopefully our actuaries have done a good job, and we have generated enough premium to pay out all those death benefits and take a little bit in profit. Second important way that we generate revenue is through our investment income. We get to hold that money for a number of years, and during that time we try to invest it very carefully, and that money is used to pay the crediting rates on the policies. And again, we need a little difference between those two that would generate ultimately our earnings. So we maintain a spread between the investment returns that we receive and the amounts we pay out in crediting rates. Well, in fact, we use that spread discipline. As you can see from the graphic attached, Homesteaders has for years managed to spread between the investment returns and those crediting rates. We try to maintain about a 3% to 3.5% difference between those two numbers. Unfortunately, over the last few years, investment returns have been declining, and therefore we've had to lower crediting rates coincident with those declines in investment returns. The good news is when investment returns do go back up again, we're going to be able to increase crediting rates and to maintain that discipline. We look at the competitive environment a little, but basically the key is to maintain that spread discipline. Number one reason we exist as a company is to be able to pay those claims. Paying those claims ensures that the policy owners get what they paid for, but it also protects the funeral homes who have accepted a guaranteed price in over 90% of the cases in exchange for receiving the assignment of those death benefits. And so it's very important to Homesteaders Life Company that we honor our obligations. To do that, we have to be financially strong. So we have the reserves set up to pay the claims, but in addition to that, we have surplus, and that surplus is built up over the years through our earnings. Without the surplus, if we were to experience another economic decline, we wouldn't have money to turn to help provide us with that protection. That's what surplus does for us, and that's why it's important that we maintain it. And we do that by, again, managing to this spread discipline. I have had the benefit of working for another company for a few years, and during the time I was there, at least, we managed exactly the same way to a spread discipline. I would hope that most companies do. There are two other ways that you could manage crediting rates. One is to allow that spread to narrow, in which case you would be earning less money and paying higher crediting rates, but potentially jeopardizing the security of the policy owners and the funeral homes. The other option would be to let the spread widen, which would mean that you would cut crediting rates more than would be necessary, but that would be to generate excessive profits. And we are really right in between. We try to maintain a reasonable spread between investment returns and crediting rates so that we can generate reasonable profits and therefore protect the policy owners. We are a mutual company, and therefore we don't have shareholders that we really have to manage to. We manage only to the security of our policy owners and really in turn the funeral homes that we support.